What's going on, guys and gals? My name is Neko Fluttershy. Welcome to a video. So, I am tired, but you know what? I'm gonna get a video out anyway because I don't fucking care. So, in this video, I'm gonna be talking about some things and shit. Actually, I have some good news. More good news, actually. Now, what is this good news? Well, allow me to fucking tell you. So, remember how I said in my last news video, good news, bad news, whatever, that my Twitch account got hacked? Well, not Twitch, Steam. Well, I got that fixed, and now I am able to go on Steam right now and do shit on Steam. So, there's that. Now, what does this mean? Well, it means I got my account back, so I can download more shit and add more video games to my library. Like, seriously, I feel like on Steam, I have an addiction that, you know, it's like, oh yeah, you know, you can do whatever, you can, you know, download this game for free, download that game for free, this DLC for free, that DLC, blah, 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 all of it is free, you know, whatever. And, and this is going to be really handy for whenever I actually get around to getting a computer, which will be whenever I get my stimulus check. Hopefully it's fucking soon. Now, okay. Just because I got my account back, right? This kind of brings me to my next segment on this video. You know, if you are a hacker and you think, oh, well, you got your account back, that means I get to hack you again. Don't bother. I mean, what do you gain from hacking me in the first place, or hacking anybody? Like, free games? Really? I mean, if you want free games, there's plenty of websites you can go to where you can get free games. You want to get Assassin's Creed for free? Well, go to certain websites. You don't need to hack anybody, you know, hack their Steam account. You're still doing something illegal, you know, hacking people's accounts and shit. So if you're gonna be doing illegal shit anyway, just leave their accounts out of it and go to these websites. Like crackgames.com or something like that, which is the website I use a lot. I ain't afraid to admit it, I don't care. Only because I'm on a budget, I don't have any money, and it's really hard for me to get money. So that's why I do what I do. Now, I digress. Like, if your goal is to get free video games, my account is the perfect place for that, because, like, I got Doki Doki Literature Club, I have Dota 2, I think, or Dota in general, I have Team Fortress, wait, did I say that? I don't know. I got that, I got a bunch of other free video games. Now, if you're talking about getting free game or getting games like Assassin's Creed or something like that for free, then no. I am not your person. I am not your fucking video game dealer. I am not anything of the sort. So there is no point in hacking me in the first place. It's the same thing with my PSN account. When my PSN got hacked a couple days ago, or maybe a week or so ago, however long ago that was, I don't have anything of value to you. Now, there are some people that they don't care. They don't want anything out of it other than the satisfaction of hacking. Fuck is that gonna do to you? What good is that gonna do you? Like, I'm not pleased with your hacking skills at all. If anything, I find you to be a fucking nuisance, a tiny inconvenience. I don't think, yeah, I do think that hacking is cool. I'd love to learn how to do such things so that I can use that power for good. Okay, I would use my hacking powers to bring down pedophiles and bring down terrorist groups and things like that, you know, and help the world out. I wouldn't be using it. Oh yeah, I would probably, probably. Let's face it, you know, everybody mostly uses their powers for bad anyway. So at some point, I probably will go down the wrong path and start manipulating people and whatever, and get free video games. Now I'm just fucking around. But in all seriousness, though, like, you don't have to prove anything. Yeah, I mean, the only thing you're really proving is that you're a complete douchebag. You're a fucking retard who thinks, oh yeah, I can hack people's accounts. Whatever. You're not proving anything aside that you're an idiot, right? But also, if you're doing this to get some sort of revenge on me, because there are people that do that, they hack each other's accounts, or they hack people's accounts just to get revenge on them. Oh, I cheated on my boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Well, I guess my girlfriend is going to hack my account now, or whatever. Like, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Do you really think I care if you hack me? You're not getting any sort of revenge by, you know, hacking my account. Because I don't care. Now, if you hack something, I mean, basically the whole purpose of getting revenge is to basically get back at them. And most likely getting back at someone would mean that, you know, you're basically taking something that someone cares about, you know, their Facebook account, their Twitter, or maybe if it's not online, it's something physical, like a video game or whatever, and just totally annihilating it, you know? And like I said, I honestly do not care at all what the fuck you do with my account. I mean, hell, I figure if you have my Steam account or my PSN or whatever, you're only actually going to help me because, like, you know, some people, they take that account that you have, or that they now have access to, right? They take that account, and then they go and they buy some video games from the PlayStation Store, or Xbox Live, or the Xbox Marketplace, or whatever the fuck it's called. Or they go onto Steam and they buy video games that way. Well, when I get my account back, hey, I just got free games, so thank you for that. Like, okay, so there was someone that hacked one of my main accounts on PSN, right? They had access to one of my accounts, right? Well, they actually did me a favor by doing so. And how? You might be wondering. Well, they actually gave me some free games. They gave me, you know, some free video games and DLC to these games, which was good because I didn't have to pay for it. But in all seriousness, though, like, you know, what exactly is it that you gain from hacking? You're not really doing anything of value to me. Like I said before, you're nothing but a minor inconvenience. You're just there. You're not, you know, doing anything worth your while or worth any while. You're just, you know, just there to be there. You're not making things good or bad or whatever. I honestly don't care if you hack my accounts. Now, with that being said, some are wondering, well, if you don't care about your accounts getting hacked, then why are you trying to get your accounts back? Why even bother getting your accounts back in the first place? Well, it kind of goes like this. The only reason I want my accounts back is for my save data for these video games that I'm playing. Like Fortnite, I put in a decent amount of time in Fortnite. And, you know, other games like Genshin Impact and other games, I put in a fuck ton of effort in these games. So, if something happened to my account or whatever that the games are based on, and I can't actually gain access on there to, you know, get back to my Fortnite account or whatever, because I have some games tied to my PSN account or whatever, then it's a thing, you know, it's a thing that happens. You know, where that's the only thing I honestly care about, but I don't really care about it to all that much. Basically, if I put 100 hours into a certain video game, if I put 100 or more hours into a video game, that means it's good enough, most likely, for me to put in 100 more hours into that game. Sure, I may have lost all the progress. Sure, I may not be able to have that username again, or be able to use that username again, or something like that, because you can only use it once, unless you contact whoever and give them a really good reason as to why you want that account to be changed to the same account, or whatever, you know. But honestly, I just think that I don't care. So go ahead, hack me. If you're doing this because of revenge, you're not getting any satisfaction out of me, because I don't care. You know, I could always make another Facebook account. I could always make another Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Hell, I got a fucking backup account here on YouTube if anything were to happen to this channel. By the way, you should subscribe to that channel if you haven't already, so that if something does happen to this account or this YouTube channel, then I don't, you know, I won't have to really worry too much. I mean, I honestly, I mean, it's not that I don't care about YouTube. I love doing YouTube. But it's just that, you know, I got Twitch I could do. I have a bunch of other things that I can do. I don't need to do YouTube, even though I love doing it. YouTube is like fucking amazing, right? But it's just the solid fact of not giving a shit. Now, basically, long story short, if you're hacking me, just stop. Okay, don't hack my accounts, because you're not gonna get anything out of it. You're not gonna get the satisfaction. I'm sure you may say, "Oh yeah, I have the satisfaction of hacking you in the first place. That's all that matters." Well, if that's what your satisfaction is, then you are fucking low as shit. You're fucking really small. You're not worth anything. Honestly, to me, if you hack my accounts, you're not worth it. Honestly, if I was a hacker and I was hacking something, I would be hacking accounts that matter. Like Jacksepticeye or PewDiePie or something like that. I would hack their YouTube channel or their Steam or whatever and be like, oh hey, you know, subscribe to this channel or that channel, or basically I would basically hack people just to gain a following on YouTube. Which I wouldn't really do. I probably would, but I don't know how to hack. So, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, you guys are good. You don't have to worry about anything, because I'm like the weakest of the weak. Anyways, I digress. So basically, what we're getting at here is I don't care about being hacked. Now, if you want to hack my bank account, except that, you know, a lot of bank accounts getting hacked, by all means, do it. I don't care. I don't have any money in the bank, so by all means, go ahead. You're not gonna get a single. You may get like $5 out of it, so go ahead, buy yourself a fucking McDouble, or buy yourself lunch. I don't care. I really don't. But you know, and again, honestly, I consider this to be a thing of, you know, and this is why I don't do things digitally. Now, someone commented on the last video I did about the good news and bad news, and they said, well, you know, basically use extra security and not just like two-factor authentication, but this and that and whatever, which granted, I probably should have done in the first place. And I've heard some other people say use password managers and things like that. And again, I probably should. So there's that. But also another thing is, when it comes down to it, is again, I don't care, right? But yeah, another one, the same person that told me some about getting something for Steam, some other thing to make it harder for people to hack you is, they also told me that digital doesn't exactly matter, physical or digital, because Steam isn't really going anywhere. Yeah, that may be. I could probably download all my games, digitally. All the games I have on PS4 and the Wii and things like that. Games that are on PC, that are on Steam, I could probably just spend the rest of my money on digital downloads, and I won't have to worry because, Steam isn't really going anywhere. And yes, that may be the case. However, not only do I not want to take that risk, but I also don't really care all that much about digitally. You know, fucking physical copies, it's all about satisfaction. I am way more satisfied getting physical games because I could actually not only hold the games in my hands or the cartridge or whatever, but again, with what I said before about things going down like PSN or whatever, if something does happen, and I have no doubt that Steam, won't go down until we all die, until either the human race is extinct or whatever. But why take that chance? I mean, things happen, right? I've also been told that if Steam had to go down, they have it set to where I guess they'll give you all your games that you bought or whatever, so you don't really lose them, you can still play them. Okay, that's cool and all, but I'd rather just get physical copies of the games. And most likely, these games that you can get on Steam, very rarely do I ever see any games on Steam that are digital only. But, I mean, even so, I can spend most of my time and my money on, physical games, and I wouldn't really care. But, yeah, so, pretty much, I'm fine with doing nothing but physical. And, it's just a safety precaution with me. It's like, yeah, I do know that Steam isn't really going anywhere anytime soon, but it's just, again, a safety precaution where it's like, you don't know what could exactly happen. I mean, hell, we all thought 2020 was going to be good until it happened, and it started sucking. So, I mean, who's to say that, things won't happen to where, Steam goes down or whatever. I mean, I'm still going to keep my games physically. And it's really important to kind of think that way. Now, also, another thing I'd like to talk about is updates on my plan. So before I was talking about, I'm going to get like a $400 computer with my stimulus check. Or, almost $500. Yeah, I was planning on doing that with a NVIDIA GTX 1650 graphics card, high RAM, and all that. Basically making a decent computer for gaming. Because that's what I want to do, is a gaming computer. But I started looking at it, and I'm like, you know what? I'd rather get more for my money. And what does that mean? Well, I could go on Amazon or eBay and buy a computer for like less than $100, right? And, by itself, from what I've heard and seen via Linus Tech Tips and things like that, a computer like that, simple office computer like a Dell Optiplex whatever, or an HP whatever, for like less than 100, it's not a bad computer for gaming from what I have seen and heard by itself. But if you put in a new CPU and you get the best amount of, graphics cards you can buy for that thing, and you increase the RAM a little bit, that's fine. But, just adding a SSD itself would be a huge improvement with load times and things and performance and whatnot, which that is good. We need better performances in our games so we can run a little bit more, games and things like that. I can run Among Us and Minecraft. Simple shit, really fucking simple. Same with Doom. Doom can be run on a fucking potato, for fuck's sake. Doom, Minecraft, and Among Us. Those three games, they can be ran on anything. And I mean anything, because not only do they take so little GPU and CPU and whatever and power, but they're just really simple video games that anybody can pick up and play. And not only that, but they are really simple in that, they can run on any computer. Most computers can run Minecraft and whatever is what I'm trying to say. So that's got you, and even with recording gameplay for Minecraft and whatever, that also will get you covered pretty decently as well. So you do that, right? And yeah, I think if I increase the GPU on certain things, and maybe there you go. But I wonder if I can get an external GPU that you can plug into a USB port or whatever, because if you can do that, I definitely will, because I don't want to take apart the computer the very fucking day I get it and then risk fucking it up because I don't know what I'm doing. I took one, I opened up my previous computer that I had, the Dell Optiplex 720, 780, whatever the fuck. And I looked at it, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I knew where the RAM went, and I knew where the graphics card was, because that is simple knowledge, from watching Linus Tech Tips and people like that know what they're doing. But aside from that, I do not know shit about what I'm doing. You tell me, oh, put in the power, the power thingy, the power watt thingy that you put in to power it on. Be like, what the fuck is that? Or the SSD HDD thing, which I may end up just increasing or kind of decreasing the hard drive by taking the hard drive out entirely, because what I'm getting is a 500 gigabyte HDD that comes inside the computer. And if we're talking about SSD being better for load times and things like that, then there we go. You gotta get fast load times and performances. Mostly it's the load times and things like that, which I am excited for, because imagine loading a Minecraft world with SSD instead of HDD. How fast that would be, how good of an improvement that would be. But then getting a decent graphics card to go with your computer, that would be fun as fuck. That would be amazing. And I think once I get that done, then I can easily, basically play it. I can do whatever with the computer. And basically all I really want is a decent, I don't want the best gaming computer out there. I mean, I do. But I want something that can run things like Minecraft, which, everything can run. But not just that, but mods. I want something that can run mods, and a lot of them. We're talking high-tech mods that wouldn't really work on most computers, right? But I want to find a way to get that done. And how will I do that? Well, keep playing Doom. Hey, who is firing at me? Oh well. But yeah, a lot of games you can definitely run on anything. And you know, I have a decent amount of video games again on my Steam library that it's like, okay. And by that I mean I can literally you know, a whole bunch of free-to-play games. I'm not expecting to run real video games like Doom Eternal on any computer that I want to get. But I don't care about Doom Eternal because I've already got that on the PS4. There's no need for me to get it on PC. In a future video that I'm going to be uploading soon, maybe tomorrow or whatever, basically what I'm going to be talking about is the fact that I don't normally own video games or obtain video games that I've already got for other platforms. So, like I said, I don't want to get Doom Eternal for PC because I've already got it on the PS4. Why buy something again? And that's pretty much what you're doing. You're buying the game again. May it be for a different platform. But I also want something that can run decent emulation. And that was a bad move on my part. But when it comes to emulation, I want it to not only run Atari and Game Boy, whatever. It's that you know, most PCs can run these things because they're old school video game systems being emulated on a computer. But I'm talking PS2 and you know, GameCube and more of the higher end stuff like the Wii and whatever. If I can run those things on like anything, then there you go. But yeah, like your visual novels, and there's a lot of fucking visual novels on Steam. Because Doki Doki Literature Club was popular, so let's copycat that game. But anyways, and the mods for Doki Doki Literature Club I want to make videos on. So I've already got a lot of fucking material to work with, even on simple, basic, you know, even if I just got the computer right now with no enhancements at all. Just like spend $90-something on a computer and I can run most likely most things. And I think what a lot of people fail to realize, basically this is just what I've experienced. It may not be the case for everybody, but everybody's running their games in full screen. That's good, you know, you take up the entire monitor with the game, or that's good, that's fine. But I don't always do that. I mean, there are times, yes, I will definitely play the games in full screen mode. But to save, you know, because your computer has to process all that shit that's going on in a high resolution on the computer. So, let's say, for example, I was running Doom on 1920 by 1080 or something like that, or 1280 or whatever. I know that's 1280 by 720. I don't know a lot about aspect ratios and things like that, but you know, let's say I have it set to, again, 1980 by 1080 or 1920 by 1080. Let's say I was running it that way, and then I switched over to 1280 by 720. The game will run a little bit better because there's not that much. It's not taking the entire monitor, nor is it doing other things. It's not going to be as advanced or as good. And that's the same thing with whatever it is that I'm doing it for. For example, you know, I want to record decent quality gameplay while, you know, doing things like that. You know, running decent frame rates and things like that on a computer. Which, I mean, I could probably do that on a base computer. I'll definitely do a test. But, I mean, if you've already got something like a really high-end 1080, most likely a 1080p or 1080i TV, like what I have, one of those flat screens or whatever TVs, which is what I'll be connecting it to most likely, whether it be VGA or HDMI, which this one says it has HDMI, so you're going to get a better connection anyway. And I don't really care about what the overall screen looks like on my end, as long as you guys and gals can see it better on your end, basically as the audience. But yeah, that's how far I'm willing to go for my videos. I am willing to sacrifice either my sanity or my eyes from looking at fucking pixels and shit like that, which everything has pixels. But like really Minecraft pixelated computer shit on low end whatever. But yeah, I just lost track what the fuck I was saying. But anyways, guys and gals, yeah, my plans have changed. Now, why am I getting a $100 computer instead of $400 computer like I was planning on getting? Like I was saying before, I want more for my money. And I could always change the computer later. I could always increase the RAM. I could always increase the GPU. I could always add another GPU if there isn't one inside. I could do this and do that. I could make a lot of enhancements to a computer once I know what the fuck I'm doing. But with that being said, my other idea was going to Walmart, getting a computer for like $299, which that's not bad, right? It'll be a lot better than one of those, well, most likely a little bit better than one of those business computers, like one of those Dell Optiplexes. But, you know, honestly, it's not just the computer that I want. I want, again, more for my money. And what do I mean by that? Well, okay, so by cutting the cost of what I want, I'd love to go with a fucking GTX 2080 or a 3080 or something like that. I'd love that. That'd be fucking awesome. That's like the computer, the gaming computer of every gamer's dreams right there. You know, you can run a lot of games smoothly and things like that. Even more so. But here's the problem. Not having enough money. Now, yes, I could save my money and then sell some things or wait for a $2,000 stimulus to happen. Like that'll ever happen. Fucking bitch, McConnell. Yeah, that's right. I'm calling him a bitch. Because he is. He's a fucking bitch. But anyways, you know, not really giving us 2,000. But if that ever does happen, you know, like I said, I could always increase, you know, the computer whenever. I could always, hell, I could even take out the, was it GT or is it GTX? I think I have a GTX 7 something or other, GTX 7 whatever in my computer right now. The one that I've been trying to fix for a little bit. So I was thinking about that computer. Maybe I could take the thing apart and then just be like, yeah, whatever. Maybe I could actually sell that computer for parts. Not like it would matter much. But I could sell it on Amazon or whatever and then get a little bit more profit to buy a slightly better computer or a slightly more things. But honestly, I just don't really care. And I know a lot of you guys and gals could be like, well, you know, if you want the most, why not get a $100 computer, or $150 computer, or $200 computer, or something like that? Well, a lot of these computers that I've seen on Amazon, the problem with that is one of these computers, I mean, a lot of these, they don't have HDMI. Now, yes, that could be fixed by putting in a graphics card that has HDMI capabilities. But first off, you don't exactly know if that is going to work by itself, right? You have no clue. Because some computers are different from each other and they require different GPUs, CPUs, and whatever. However, again, with that being said, it's probably for the best that I get a really cheap computer. Because at the end of it all, I'm thinking about getting a PS2, a lot of games for it. And if I have any money left over, maybe I'll buy an SSD or really decent graphics card, so I don't have to worry all that much about whatever. But that's only if I have any money left over, and enough to do so. If I don't have any money or enough money left over, then I'll spend whatever money is left on maybe some new video games for my PS4 or PS2 whenever I decide to get one. So I have ideas. You're going to be seeing a lot of changes in the past, or in the next few, whatever. Well, however long it takes to get the stimulus. Which I really, again, hope is fucking soon, because it's been killing me to not have a computer that works in my room. Like, I want to play so much games, I want to do so much videos that I haven't really gotten the ability to do because I don't have a fucking computer. Yay! I killed it. Anyways, yeah. So that's a couple. But yeah, that is just a couple of little update video or updates, I guess, that I've been telling you guys and gals about. Because it's really important that I keep you guys and gals up to date on certain things. Now I'm probably gonna go take a look at Amazon right now, or after this video, and see how cheap I can get SSDs. Because you don't want just any SSD. You want to have one that's right for you, what you want. For example, I don't really care about storage because, like, yeah, that would be great for OBS and having high quality videos. But the games that I'm going to be wanting to play or running, it's not going to be that much storage space. Among Us doesn't take a lot of storage. Minecraft doesn't take a lot of storage. And so I feel like I'd be fine with 120 or 200 whatever SSD, or gigabyte SSD. And if it makes my run or my load times and things like that work better, then there you go. Not a problem at all for me. I'll just be like, yeah. Ah, shit. But yeah. So, I mean, at the end of the day, if you guys and gals have any suggestions, and you know, a lot of people, they're like, oh, well, you could just build a gaming PC for, you know, a better gaming PC for whatever it is you're spending. Because I've, again, been watching Linus Tech Tips, and he's been, you know, talking about how, you know, you can get a decent computer for less than 100, or maybe a little bit less than 200. Just put a decent SSD or graphics card in there, or both, and there you go. Pretty simple. Because, like, you know, I'm on a budget, and a lot of people, they're like, oh, you could just buy, you know, a professional to do it. Basically meaning that they want me to, like, that's what I was thinking about. Someone will get a professionally made computer, or built for me, and then they'll deliver it that way. The only problem I would have with computers in Amazon is how will the computer be when it is shipped? When will it ship? You know, and can I trust that no one's going to take the computer? I mean, obviously, I can't trust anybody. But I want, you know, and for that time when I wait for the computer, I'll pretty much just have to stay at home and wait for the computer to get here anyway. But, like, I mean, there's a decent amount of things I'm worried about. I mean, I'm not worried about too much. I mean, I look at the customer reviews on, you know, on eBay and Amazon, because when you're buying something like a computer or a video game system or anything that requires a lot of money and that demands a lot of money from you, you need to pay attention to the customer support. You need to pay attention to the reviews. You need to pay attention to this and that, because if you don't pay attention to the overall customer reviews and things like that, you could be duped out of money. You could lose money, and you could be wasting $100 instead of getting something like that. Now here's the thing: $100 is not a whole bunch of money for a computer, and hence why it's whatever. And okay, here's the thing: this computer has Windows 7, which is my all-time favorite, and I mean favorite, operating system. Better than Windows 10 in my opinion, better than Windows 8, Windows XP, Vista, 98, 95, 90, whatever the fuck. You know, basically Windows 7 is my favorite operating system that Windows ever made. But yeah, I mean, that would be good enough for me to be like, hey, this computer has Windows 7. I know I can install Windows 7 myself. So I could probably get a Windows 10 right now, a Windows 10 computer that, well, a computer that runs on Windows 10. And then from there, basically get a way to download, you know, Windows 7. And yes, I'm going to be missing a decent amount of features, and by having Windows 7, I'll lose warranty, and if something happens to the computer, then Microsoft can't do anything, blah, blah, blah. But that is a risk I am willing to take about things like that, because, I mean, it's better to have Windows 7 in my opinion, because, like, Microsoft, they haven't really been good with Windows 10. I mean, a lot of people, they love Windows 10, and that's fine. That's cool. But I've heard some people had issues with the updates. Like, when your computer updates, sometimes when the computer updates, there will be an error in the update. And what that will do will fuck up your computer. So Microsoft will fuck up your computer. Yeah. So, that's great. But, you know, I can avoid that by just getting a Windows 7 computer, because there's no more updates for Windows 7. And it's going to be a 64-bit version of it, which is fine. You know, I think, I always go with the higher numbers, right? And I think it said it has like 4 gigabytes of RAM, or 5 or 6 or whatever. I forgot how much the gigabytes of RAM was. But again, I could always change that later if I don't like how the gigabytes of RAM are. If I don't like how the computer, you know, performs, I can still make an effort to make it better. And combine the tutorials on YouTube. I have a few friends and I got some family members that they probably most likely will know how to help me out with computers and things like that if I so need the help. Which, let's face it, I probably will, because again, I don't know shit about fixing anything. Honestly, here's my stance on the Windows computer that I have right now, the Windows 7 computer that I have right now. The one that has basically been left to die. I figure, hey, it's basically already fucked anyway. So the worst I can do is fuck it up worse. And if it doesn't really work all that much anyway, I could be like, yeah, fuck it. So there's that. I don't really care at the end of the day about that computer. I mean, I'd like to get it fixed so I don't have to buy a new computer. Or I'd like to fix any of my computers that I have so I don't have to fix, or so I don't have to buy a new computer. I could save that $90-something on more video games for me, and maybe I could buy a new game system, or maybe not a new one. Maybe I could go on eBay and buy a fucking NES used, or a used Sega Genesis. I'm talking the real deal, not one of those plug-and-play things with a couple games built in. I'm talking the real deal, the real back-in-the-day systems. But yeah, basically, now you guys and gals know how I'm gonna fucking spend my stimulus. With a bunch of video games. Now, okay. Another thing I've been thinking about doing is, if I have enough money left over, I could probably buy a backup computer. Meaning, if something were to happen to the first computer, I've always got a backup. So in theory, I can just back that shit up and then, you know, play it that way and be like, okay, sure. Because it's going to be the same computer anyway. And then, yeah. But some people are like, oh no, well, if you're gonna, you know, do whatever, then, yeah. I found this one on eBay that's pretty cool. But you know, my TV does not have a display port. And I still don't know what the fuck a display port is. It looks like it could be a HDMI sort of thing, but it's not. From what I've heard and seen. Which I could still be wrong about that. I don't know a lot about display ports and, you know, things like, you know, connectors like VGA and whatever. And, you know, this computer that I'm wanting to get does not have built-in Wi-Fi, which is fine by me. I could just go and buy a dongle or something like that, and I can get Wi-Fi that way. But yeah, like I was saying, this computer that I'm also kind of thinking about getting, it's a couple dollars more. About, let's see, how much am I thinking about? Well, maybe about $100 and something. I forgot how much. But if I get this, then basically what I'm being promised is that it will automatically run games like Grand Theft Auto 5 and things like that at low settings, Fortnite at low settings, low to medium settings, 720p, and things like that, which, it's fine. And you know, if it's got that kind of thing, you know, it can run a little bit more games than you'd expect. So I may get that instead, and then get some sort of display port to HDMI converter, so I can plug in a fucking HDMI, and I don't have to worry about anything. But anyways, guys and gals, yeah, you know, that's a couple ideas that I have for, you know, the future. Whenever I get my stimulus check, basically all $600 of this fucking stimulus check will be gone by the time I get it. Cause I'm gonna get an Amazon gift card. And by getting an Amazon gift card, or maybe, okay, because some people are saying that they're gonna get their stimulus checks in a debit card form. I hope I get it that way so I can skip some steps, but if it does come in a debit card, that'd be a lot easier. So that way I could go anywhere that I want that accepts debit cards and be like, okay, so I can go on Amazon, eBay, because I'm also thinking about getting some either a cosplay stuff or, you know, maybe just dresses in general, because as you guys and gals probably know, if you don't know, I'll tell you right now, I'm gender fluid. So basically there are days you'll see me wear dresses and things like that. So I want to be as feminine as fucking possible. So yeah. Oh, jeez, that's a lot of fucking demons. Hey! No, no, too many demons. Too many fucking demons. There we go. But anyways, guys and gals, yeah. So at the end of the day, I'll make a video whenever, basically showing off what I'll be getting whenever I get it. You know, and there's a lot of things that I want. There's a lot of things that I kind of figured, hey, I might say fuck it. So yeah, I mean, if the thing does come in the form of an actual check, I'll just go to the bank and be like, hey, I'd like to cash this check in and deposit, or well, basically withdraw all $600, and then I'll go to, because right next door is like a Dollar General, so I could be like, okay, I'd like to get either a prepaid card or a gift card. And what I mean by prepaid, I mean like one of those rechargeable cards you can put however much money you want on it that you have. It's like, oh, I have $600. I'd like to put $600 into this card, and from there I'll go somewhere like Amazon, eBay, and either I'll do that or I'll just buy a gift card for Amazon, maybe some for eBay, and buy from both places. So yeah, I have this whole thing worked out. Now that does not mean that that's actually what's going to happen. Yes, I will get a computer. That's top priority for me. That is the top priority that I've been wanting for a while, to get a computer. But that does not mean anything. Yeah, aside from the computer, I don't know what else I'm going to be getting. You know, it's not really set in stone. Because, I mean, plans change, right? So this is not my final thing. This is what I'd like to do. This is what my plans are. So, yeah. So yeah. Anyways, guys and gals, that is gonna be it for this video. It's a quick update video and whatever. Yeah. But if you guys and gals did in fact like this video, give this video a like. If not, it's fine too. Don't forget to comment down below your thoughts on the whole damn thing, and don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon down below to get notified of my future uploads and live streams and whatever the fuck else that I do. Follow me on Twitch because I do some live streams on there occasionally. And as always, I will see you all in the next video. Oh shit! About to get fucked by some imps. Peace out, people. And bro huff. Boom. Oh yeah, I also probably want to get not really a headset. Well, maybe I should get a headset too. I also want to get a webcam, because it's going to be a desktop computer, and it's going to be better to get a webcam for face cam purposes and things like that. So yeah, just a little bit of more updates for you guys and gals. Whee! Did I do it right? No, I did not. I think I just missed something. Ah, yes, I missed that. You found a secret area. I know.